Hello, 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 hello. How are we all? I am boiling. So I just want to get the desktop volume set correctly on that. Probably should have done that before I started. But hello to Pontus Bengtsson, to Kelly, Fluid Ice. I don't know kind of content. Need more tea. Gallifrey and Run. How the devil are you, sir? Well, bugger me sideways with the rubber chicken. I am boiling. It is really, really warm. An excellent joke earlier with the flying saucer, by the way. That was a stupendous effort. Oh God, the window's already open. Let's open the window. Oh God, I already have. Oh no. I have already improved the situation as much as I can. It's not going to get any better. Oh, and apparently an early appearance from the stream motorbike. Hello, Vist. Righty ho. Stream motorbike, yeah. If you'll just bear with me here, YouTube's got this weird thing. It's saying when I go to turn on monetization on the streams, it says, "Do you want to insert the ads mid-rolls manually, or do you want to have YouTube do it automatically?" I'm like, I don't. What? I don't normally do mid-rolls in the streams, but this a button appeared called Insert Ad. If you'll just excuse me for a second, I just want to see what happens if I. Is anyone seeing an advert? Is anyone seeing any kind of advert there? Just if you can let me know. No. Okay. Now I haven't got any kind of advert. No, yeah, you've got my blocker. Fair enough. I just wanted to see if anybody got an advert when I pressed that button. Apparently not. Oh, nice. Why was it cancelled? Pontus Bengtsson, hello! I did say hello to you earlier, but I'm not sure you were actually on the stream, as it were. Can you fix my flying canoe? I do have the flying canoe on the list, because I saw you discussing it earlier. 7 likes. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, everybody. So where did we get to last time? Yeah. So there's it's difficult to split between. I just want to check the Steam. My Steam craft for a second, because. There's a craft here on the list, and I can't find it anywhere in any of the amongst any of my files. So I don't know what's happened there. Anyway, we do have. Who do we have? Richard Lee, Silly Panther, Professional Dinosaur, Lietta, Kelly, D-Daz, Ilv, and Grey Pin. Who's here tonight? 9. Thank you very much, everybody. Oh my God, that is not. Burping the way through the start of the stream. How professional. It is absolutely baking here, and I think I am a little bit dehydrated. Ooh. I want to take a quick look at the thumbnail craft from today. One for every minute. Be nice if that would continue. 2 hour stream. So this is the Super Weird Hound. Well, let's change those for starters. And we want 0 drop time on all of those. Okay, and I'm assuming these are all, yeah, okay. Just saw those sort of like hanging above the wing and just wanted to make sure that was the case. It's an interesting craft. Let's not you. Actually, yes, you quickly. Let's just switch mode. Let's just get a switch mode thing here. 120 likes by the end of the stream. Only switch like yes. Ah, oh, bless him. Maybe not photo subscriber compliant, but I'm not here to. We're not here solely for that purpose. I went, oh god, whenever I cross my legs I slouch. Marginally better. Down a bit. Oh, a little wobbly there. Let's see what we've got here. Let's make sure all the relevant control surfaces are just specialised for... I'm not really seeing what's wrong with this. In fact, I'd go as far as to say that this let me just yeah. The alarm sock prepared. Arm panels are not FAS compliant. Vist, when did you submit the V22F for this particular stream? Okay, we got a bit of post stall going on there. Ah, what could I do? I don't have the V22F specifically on the clinic waiting list. Ah. Let me just go and grab that then. The V22F. Download that. in the space plane hangar. Get rid of that. Okay. What are we going to do with you? Yeah, what I did earlier. Just making sure at least get the roll control surfaces specialised. Once again, just 10 degrees on that. 20 degrees, kind of a little all over the place with that. Would quite like to get centre of lift a bit further forward. Just trying to work out how I can do that without really buggering up the look of this thing, because it looks really nice. It is a good looking craft. The other thing is there's so much control so much wing surface on here. So if I move these wing sections forward, it's gonna. These control surfaces obviously are very good for pitch. If I'm moving forward, I'm going to move them closer to the centre of mass. We're not going to have the same, not going to get the same pitching moment from them. I think we do need to do, or just move the mass backwards. I mean, these are in front of the centre of mass. Once these are deployed, that's going to shift the centre of mass backwards, so that will happen naturally over a fight, so I could just shift those back to begin with, but that's going to make it hard. That's going to make it more likely that we're going to get Suicide Winder and get one of these striking the wings. Countermeasure placement looks decent. I might be tempted to switch the position of the chaff and the flares, but I think that's just nitpicking, really. Just so you get sort of the flares travelling definitely towards one side of the plane, as opposed to just out sideways. Not quite level, but I think at the very least, because these are too close to the centre, I think they're too close to the centre to generate any significant roll moment. We will just specialise these, at the very least specialise those for pitch. Can't really shift this too much further forward. I'm going to start clipping out it's just going to start looking janky. This is a nice looking craft, and one of the things I'm trying to do during this is not mess up the aesthetic. I need to go on the Discord and say we're streaming, don't I? Oops, daisy. And back to the chat window while I'm at it. Oh god, people have been piling in. Hello to Legovac, to Arpato92, to G, to T. Anybody else? I don't think the line's quite yet. Yeah, we will shift the these upper wing surfaces forward. Oh my god, that's all one. That's all one block. Let's get it about there. Okay, we want the adjusted version of this, don't we? Did I do Adam? Did I do it? Did I put Adam Kerman in the last one? I think I overlooked that. Okay. We'll do the line in a second. Good news! Good news! The massive delay with us moving house looks like it might now be solved. So hopefully I can start trying to work out what I'm going to do with regards, like at the studio when we get to the new place. Up we go, and almost go bring it a little bit closer. Let's see what happens when we pick up a bit of speed. Steady, steady. Your control is looking pretty good. Sorry, I asked Ren a question and I can't remember. Oh, I don't think it was answered. Right. Oh, okay. A little bit of ping back there, but no, I think we can get away dragging that even a little bit closer. These things out here, I think I'm definitely going to have. I mean, they're quite far back, so they would make for really good. They would make for decent pitch control, but I think I'm going to leave them there, and then we're just going to. Oh, that is pretty close, isn't it? Oh, there's barely anything in that. It did seem a bit heavy. 440 inline radar. There's not that much fuel in it. There's nothing in there. Hang on, let's see. Where's the center of oh Christ. Right. Other thing I like to do is keep the center of mass exactly the same place, regardless of where the fuel level is, because then as the fuel empties you don't alter the general characteristics of your craft. So now we can shift this back again. Right, let's get rid of that, line you up with like a convenient line somewhere. Where would be good? Let's line you up with that little line there on the on one of the fuel tanks. So we want about 400. That is pretty much exactly dead middle of the thing. Let's just going to use a different reference point there. So what do we want? We do want about 400 per thing. That's a little bit. It's a little bit further forward than I would like. This is going to be one of those things, isn't it? Oh, you can do tiny amounts there. You can just fine tune it with this. I think it's about there. Okay. Ben Kerman. The tea evaporator, what should I use? A kettle. Fair enough. Caden Burns, hello. Sorry, I didn't see you come in there. Right. Up to about 250. All the way back, yeah. So I think we're approaching the limit of how quickly this amount of wing area can shift around this amount of mass. So now it's time to start. I think we can specialise these for pitch. How's the yaw? Yaw is okay, it's taking up most of the... little thing, most of the control authority to keep the craft stable, so I'm not that worried about that. These, I think we do want... That's a bit too far forward, even though it's close to the centre line. I think I am going to make that roll only. I'm probably going to make that roll only. Oh wow. Specialise the middle one for pitch. Just have these outer ones on roll. That's a point. I don't know why any of these are selected for yaw. Okay, we've got some definite specialisation going on there, and this thing can still... Yeah! Our next job is probably to start bringing down the authority limiter. Let's bring everything down to 15. For those of you who don't know, low authority limit is good. Because it means your craft is more responsive. It allows the AI to be more responsive. You've already got next to nothing there. I'm going to turn you down to 15. because it takes time for your control surfaces to go from one extreme of the deflection to the other. If the extremes are closer together, that takes much less time. That is to go from one extreme to the other, or just to go from one extreme to neutral. So the AI can sort of go from one manoeuvre, can go from a turn to something else much more quickly as the situation demands. You see, at this kind of speed, that's pretty good. That's pretty ideal. Obviously, as you get faster, it gets a little bit... Okay, I think once we get up to about 300 meters per second, the turning tends to be a bit more problematic. No, in fact, even there, I think we're... But it's quite stable in the old post-stall, so I'm not that concerned about that. What are we doing for the fuel situation? Still tons. Okay, so I think as an initial... What is the... might turn these down to 20. Okay. So as an initial tweak to the control surfaces, I'm happy with that. LV 76.24 G's. A jolly time for slightly nudging the stick. Right. So I think I'll put this down to about 15. Let's get everything sort of kind of equalized there. I did do everything there, so we've done all these. These are set at 10. I've done these front ones. Right, now the next thing what I ideally want to do is make it so that all your control surfaces kind of deflect to the same extent, or reach their maximum deflection at the same time. So you go at 35 degrees per second. These are the big S elevon ones. You do 40 degrees per second. What do we have here? We have the standard control, some of the standard control elevons, so the slanted ones. Yeah, these are all 30 degrees per second. And the tail fins. Oh, gone past it. Tail fins, only 25. Right. So this is where you really get into a pickle. So, God. Make those 16, it's going to make those 12, it's going to make those 14, and it's going to make those 10. I think that's right. No, other way around. Sorry. 16, 12. Okay, so now I set all these control surfaces up so that they reach their maximum deflection at the same time. These are the standard ones, so I want them down to 12. I could do them because I could treat the yaw control surfaces separately, because there's only one set of control surfaces. There's one set of control surfaces that encompass all the control surfaces that do yaw, and control surfaces that only do yaw. So I could up that a bit. So for these, well, those are standard canards. Oh god, another spanner in the works. Okay, you're going to be 15. You are going to be 18. Standard canard, you are 30. Yeah, you're just standard 30. Okay. These things are going to be put to 16. Standard control surfaces and the standard canards 12. The advanced canards 14. And that should mean everything moves nice and in sync with each other. I don't want to spend I've spent too much time on this. This is already a fairly decent craft. I've made some tweaks. I'm not going to be too fussed about. I just stick Jebediah. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to stick this into a quick fight against the non. Jeb, hello, Crayfish 547. I'm adjusting the position of a control surface by 0.13 millimeters. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, yeah, it is 22, isn't it? Nearly 22. Super Chat is enabled if you'd like to help support the channel that way, or if you'd like to help support the channel in any other way. There are links to the PayPal and the Patreon in the description. You too can get your own little Patreon Kerbal, like I've been using here, but not Jebediah Kerman on this craft right at the moment. As well as name at the end of the regular videos, access to the Patreon, your Discord, access to anything outward Patreon, which isn't a lot at the moment. And all your kind donations do go towards helping me to make more and better content for you lovely, lovely people. And if you don't have the cash to spend, just, you know, keep dropping those likes and those comments on the videos. It all helps. Point my guns at the pilot to motivate them. What's happening here? What are you doing? Loading Screen Simulator 2023. This is taking a worryingly long time to load. Stream drink for today, just standard Tesco Diet Lemonade. Oh, hello. Waiting for the program to respond. It's become a recurring meme. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, God. It's the same craft I've launched previously, just with some slight tweaks to the control surfaces. Wow, I really look like I'm slouching in the window. Cheers. Yeah, Stream Pigeon's getting a bit late. Don't know where that bastard's gone to. Join stream, DQNQ, hello. KSP crashes in less than 4 seconds. If you'll just bear with me a moment. Pigeons think grab exactly when they need to. that is a that is an interesting use of that. Interesting use of that reference. I really like it. A sick individual uses the PD launcher. I don't know. It's just there. Hello, I like soup, by the way. Tweak scale advises, blah 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 blah, goodbye. 13 likes, thank you very much everybody. Right, so let's keep going. It's actually not too bad, the loading time on this at the moment. I think using the NVMe drive has kind of helped with that a bit. I was disappointed that the entire loading process didn't suddenly take seconds, but there we go. Oh, I do have a decent amount of free space on my C drive. Ah. Master Smith's Brutal Destroyer of a Cup. Sea Panther 869, hello! I was hoping to chuck this one out really quickly, but it's just not. Yeah. Especially with the game crashing. It's really annoying because it's not. You'd want either a spectacular crash or no crash. Because a spectacular crash just exits the game immediately, bam. You don't have to waste your time just sat there, just, has it crashed? Is it going to work? Yeah, well, yeah, you missed the game crashing. That's sort of the upshot of that. Oh, I did want to ask the general community a bit of a question. So next Tuesday will probably be some more DCS. After that, it sort of like it's the first plays-ish stream slot. And I don't know what to do. I'm thinking a continuation of the CK3 one. Yes, there was one by Lieta that I chose as the thumbnail craft. Then I thought, well, I better actually fix this one pretty first. So yeah, I got that. It's a pretty good fighter. I just wanted to tweak it a little bit, and it took me a little while to tweak it. So I was hoping, let's get this deployed. Let's set up a quick fight to check that this is indeed an improvement. Blah 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 blah, and the game crashed. Karate T, hello. Not a lot. Tweaked a fighter which was already pretty good, and now we're just waiting to. Then the game froze, so now we're loading it back up, and we're just waiting for that to happen, and then we will be away. Yeah, because how did we leave it? My CK3, the CK3 game I was playing. It's quite fun. CK3 is quite a fun game because you do get some nice little narratives developing. But I think we need to get. I think we need to get to at least King of Sweden in that game before we leave it. Instead of you should form the Smith Council when decisions have to be made. Well, have you as my real life council deciding on decisions of my in-game council? Could do. I do like to. I'm going to try role playing it a bit more next time, though. I think I did because I didn't want to touch that game just in case I came back to it. So in order to get a bit better at the game, I have been spending a little bit of my time on my own little CK3 playthrough. I tried to find the most northern realm available and play as that. Deltarune, I have not. I need to find a place to write that. Okay, so 2 weeks from today, we'll might be in the middle of trying to sort out the move and everything. Well, right now we're going to go and see if I've actually been successful in getting this thing improved. Geriatric and terminally full. Has anyone played Starfield yet? Fluid Eyes, what are your thoughts? Very good game. F5A Super Weird Hound A. So, right, yeah, okay. Wait, what? Oh, for God's sake. It has still... So these tail fins. Where did I get to? Right. Tail fins. These I'm notching down to 15, and these will correspondingly go down to 18. Standard control surfaces all went to 12, and the standard canards as well, because they have similar deflection rate. And the last one there, tail fins here. They're very slow moving, so these ones there we're going to go down to 10. These canards, they're somewhere in the middle. We're going to go up them actually to 14. All these go down to 16. And we did a little bit of specialization on these. Let's just take yaw off of everything to start with. I think those ones there are the only ones where that's going to be really important, just for the sake of it. Okay, those ones we've done it. Those ones, yeah. I think these ones we decided this one. This one there, it's not going to produce a lot of rolling moment, but it's too close to the centre of mass to really provide for decent pitch, and I think I'm just going to make that roll only. This outside one's going to be roll only. This inside one's going to be pitch only. You're going to sort of do both. These I think I made pitch only. I've already sorted those. Save, because whatever happened, it didn't seem to do it last time. Do we still have the... Oh my god, it didn't save the... Oh, for fuck's sake. If I remember rightly, it was this up on 360, this up on 40, and this up on 16. Did it at least save where I did the... Yeah. Okay. That's something, I suppose. Oh, it didn't save the bit where I put the wing... Ah. How close did I have it? I think I had it pretty close. I think I had it about there. Save. Save, 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 save. Right, I'm going to whip out another Kerbal just to check that this thing has... still flies. Right. Scale about to about 250 and then do the same again. Yeah, that's pretty much where I want it. They are pretty much on top of each other. Yeah, okay. An extra save for luck. Sorbet time. Ooh, sorbet. Gotta love a good sorbet. I'm gonna go like when I get a new PC. What are you thinking? Kevin community. It's in the action groups. You need to go to action groups and set up one for your countermeasures. The countermeasures will the guard weapon manager, if guard mode is on, will automatically fire them when as and when is appropriate. So we want the F. Oh god, of course it does this differently, doesn't it? F5 hey A. So we want my adjusted version there, the original version there, and Bryce, you've done something, so we'll go Ghosty, GT, Ion, Josh, Mega Black, Steak, Spawn. I'm in trouble with NVMe, 5TB HDD, top of the end components. I have no sorbet and I must chill. Ah. Fair enough, White Rider. Oh, hello, White Rider 12, by the way. I think NVMe drives, they... how much is like a really top of the end one? Let's look at PCIe 4. Like the really, like 2 terabyte could set you back 85 quid. I suppose that's how much I can get it from, but I do a sideline in making computers, so I have a wholesale account, so it can be a little bit cheaper for me. Quick saving, right? Let's see. See if this craft is worth the time I spent on it. Obviously it hasn't been retuned because there isn't really time for that. Yeah, I had the old my C drive previously was two terabyte SSDs, standard SSDs, RAID zeroed into a single 4 terabyte drive, and now I just have a 2 terabyte NVMe, and I still haven't converted the bit of wobble there. Still haven't done anything with the two. My previous C drive, that's still just sat there. And these coming my H drive just sat there as a window into what my C drive looked like about like 2.5 months ago. Let's stick on dogfight cam. You might come around. They're really not closing the distance, are they? My adjusted version's still not wanting to come around and get away more missiles, which is concerning. I don't know why that's happening. That was too close. I don't know why they were able to keep the other two on the back foot so much. They do have a lot of missiles, and they do sort of seem to be... Oh, went for the short-range Sidewinder. the other one had other... Yeah, they just completely kept on the back foot there, and then obviously the 3 versus 1 was, by that point, too much for it. The thing's load and scare it, yeah. Clean my PC up internally. You don't want to be putting your PC up there. Weapon manager. Countermeasure settings. Time to impact before countermeasures. Down to 3. Flare dump per sequence. Okay. Chaff dump per sequence. So what are we doing? Every... So every 1.6 seconds. I normally do is just do 1, and then this doesn't matter, it's just this. So that basically doing the same thing but spreading it out a bit more. Where are your countermeasures? Actually, no. So that'd be 2 every second, and then let's make it a bit more intense. Let's get some selection priority going on here. Let's use the tools of our trade. So it was I think it was the chaff basically that was the real bugger there. Time to impact, that will put down the general use. Yeah, I think we need, because that means we'll just be doing it from 2 chaff dispensers at a time. The flares we haven't done, I'll notch that up to 1. So, yeah, okay. I think I've improved the situation. I sort of lost my train of thought halfway through that and just kind of wheeled it. Sorry, not wheeled it. Winged it. I think the biggest thing with that is just the amount that the adjusted version, the more my carefully constructed, more maneuverable version was kept on the back foot. Right, the adjusted version. You are the original version. Where did we get to? We got down to Steak. So you are Watermelon, Yosemite, Adam, Ben, Bryce, Ghosty, Spawn. God, I was hoping this would be quick. I think we're only gonna get 2 done today. City Panther, you are still waiting for me to do one of your craft. City Panther, you still there? Patrons constantly being subjected to missile fire. And if you would like to join them, Super Chat is enabled if you'd like to help support the channel that way, or if you'd like to help support the channel in any other way. The links to the PayPal and the Patreon are in the description. You too can get your own little patron Kerbal to be basically blown up repeatedly. Like Watermelon Kerman here and the others. As well as your name at the end of videos, access to the Patreon and your Discord, access to everything I upload to Patreon, which isn't a lot at the moment, and all of your kind kindly donated money goes towards helping me make more and better content for you guys. And if you don't have the cash to spend, then the Patreon starts at £2 a month plus tax. So it's not a lot, but even if that's a little bit of a budget blow up, then please, please, please just continue to support the channel by liking and commenting on all the videos. Thank you. Right. I have a feeling that once these actually get properly evenly matched dogfight, I think they'll win. I don't know why they were being kept on the back foot. Maybe I've gone a bit too conservative with specialising in control surfaces. That's my only worry. Regardless, I think we have a better base to build from. Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Getting up to 10 kilometers and the competition starts. Three missiles away. Still maintaining a lock. Surely we'll have to break off soon and start. Oh, yeah, they're not puffing as much chaff each time, so that might leave them vulnerable to the odd hit. Just because of how much difficulty they were having last time. Just with the amount of AMRAAMs they're having to avoid and running out of countermeasures, I just tried to do as best I could with that. Okay, come on. They must have exhausted their stock of missiles by now. Okay, looking better than it was last time. Now it's their opponents on the back foot. One of these craft has had a bit of a hit, but seems to be doing all right. I haven't turned on dogfight cam. Okay, are we going for the joust? Something's going very slowly for some reason. Oh, the old short-range Sidewinder and short-range something else. We're popping all the countermeasures here. That one goes very close and hits! Oh my god, that's two! Two hits on these craft. Bits go flying off. Watermelon Kerman not able to come over the top particularly quickly with his proximity to the ground. He's going for a missile now though. Sidewinder away, two Sidewinders away. And hopefully with the improvement to the countermeasure deployment, it should provide that little bit of extra. The only problem is these things haven't been tuned. These have not been tuned with the new setup, so that might provide a little bit of a... Oh, that's beautiful. Not too much of an issue when they're two on one, though. Okay. On to our next craft. They don't have blood, they have sap. Setting you can change in sandbox so they black out. Ah. City Panther, a little while ago you sent me a craft. It is still technically on the waiting list, so I'm going to see it. I've got GIF 921 and 6 Semper Tyrannis also on the waiting list way back when, but I haven't seen those in ages, so I am just going to... if I just get shredded by gunfire, it's fine. Valentina Kerman only found. What? Only cans? Hmm. Yeah, so I'm going to go down the waiting list to the next one by a person who is here. And that is Silly Panther with the small cat 1. Really? Huh. I think we might just go through this one quickly then, if this is like your first attempt. Yeah, it's looking good. One missile per target's probably a good idea with the amount of missiles you have. Panther. You can change it a lot. The problem is, you know, where does the divide come between sort of changing the craft and designing a new one? If I'm free to change the craft a lot, then yeah, let's whip out the old Saturn. Mode. What do we have by way of countermeasures? Just 2 of each. Oh, the chaff one. It won't fit. It won't fit neatly between. Oh, damn you! Let's just put another chaff thing there. And then line that up so it doesn't trigger my OCD. Let's do the thing I did last time with the countermeasure settings just to make sure. I'll do 3, then 3, and then let's up that to 1, and chaff dump per sequence, because now if all 4 are going, okay, so that's not quite half as much chaff being used, but I think that should do pretty well. Let's click that in so it looks a lot better. Okay. Right. I think we're just going to want this down around. I think we can get away with a little bit extra for this. It's going to be have quite an amount of turning. All these are. So pitch, roll, and yaw are now completely independent. There's no common control surfaces that bridge 2 of them, so we can pretty much do what we like with individual things. I think I'm going to want to maintain a fair amount on the raw control surfaces. There's not a hell of a lot of wing area on these, so I don't want to go too nuts with the turn rate. Damn it, that's not what I meant to do. back to there. Get you back to about there. And of course the landing gear is going to need to go backwards. Because otherwise it's just going to tip over backwards the moment it gets out of the moment you deploy it, because it was in front of the centre of mass for a second, which isn't going to be good for it. So, where did we get to with the veteran Kerbals? I think we did Ghosty GT. Flipping out the old Saturn is only for OnlyFans. Attempting to V-stall. I know this is unlikely, but what would it be called if a craft could only would take off vertically but can only do a short landing? What's vertical takeoff and short landing called? Also, I have a feeling we're going to want to turn the gimbal limit down on this. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Hang on, I changed this. What is... You saw me change this, right? VTSL. Okay, we could do a little bit more on that. Let's up that to 12. A little bit of instability there. Maybe just 11. Oh, we are having difficulties. Turn that down a bit and up to 12 on that. Maybe we can get away with a bit more. The Wutzel. Or a V-tossel. So what do we have here? Standard delta wing. we are going to stick some bigger wings on it. No, wing connector type A. How big is... No, we're not going to do that. I think we are going to do the wing connector type Ds. Get a couple of these on there. Oh, it's just peeking out a little bit. Okay, let's grab you, tuck you in a bit, grab you, tuck you in a bit. Another one of the type Ds. Oh, what's going on there? Huh. Right, bit of extra wing surface. What has this done to our centre of mass versus centre of lift? Why is that suddenly all the way... Why is that suddenly so far back again? Because I think all the stuff has moved right. No, because that would have just moved the centre of mass back. Right. Yeah, and as for these, I don't know what was happening with those. I swear I went and sorted these out. They didn't save for some reason. Let's have you down to 12. I think yeah, 30 seemed to do well for these. And I think I wanted you down to 15. Save. Countermeasure settings, okay, they seem to have remained where they are. Oh, I remember something I saw on this. All these tanks up here have got fuel in, haven't they? thing is, I don't know how much further forward we can sort of legitimately just do this before it starts to look a bit janky. I mean, we're carrying a lot of mass forward as well. It is starting to look a bit more. Let's get rid of that. Small delta wing. Not small enough. Structural wing type D. Starting to look a bit better. Why am I having to shift the mass so far? Why am I having to shift the wings so far? Well, I mean, originally that was just behind the center of mass. So maybe it shouldn't be that much of a surprise. You a little further forward. You a little further forward. You a little... no, not you. You a little further forward. Coke Coalition. Well, they're currently all empty. All these fuel tanks are empty. So it's not fuel doing it. What might be an idea, though, is getting rid of some of those air intakes, because I think those were getting a little bit excessive. Hopefully that will reduce some of the mass. Why do you have so much mass? Screw it, if it has to look janky, it has to look janky. Keep sending it. It's too far. Given you've already got the intake there, I think I might be tempted to take that off as well. Okay. Let's see about filling this thing up with fuel. So obviously it's closer to this tank here. So 0, it's kind of in line with that. So we're going to want about 200. Maybe we just stick this up to 200 here, and then we just use one of these back here to balance it. Yeah, so just a little extra fuel, but it's the centre of mass is where it was. That's just begging out for a little, crying out for a little something, isn't it? Elevon 4, just tucked discreetly in. No, it's not going to work. I'll just leave it as it is. It'll be fine. Oh, the ammunition. It's becoming more and more walloped every time I check in on the stream. That's kind of the point of the stream, but I think give this a test flight. We might have time to do something else. Why is that back on roll? Not the quickest in the roll at low speeds, but then when it doesn't have that additional bit of thrust vectoring to help it. Smith, you done foggled it up. What did I do wrong? Looks like it's shrugging. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah. I was given extra leeway with this craft. Oh, there's a couple of ammunition boxes. That's not that far forward. Oh, and that's access to get to the... okay. Is there extra ammunition in there? There is. Okay. We'll move that further back. Probably there's good enough. It's not done for our centre of mass instead. Oh, that has moved the centre of mass quite a lot. Prepare to unjank the aircraft. Marginally unjanked. Okay. Now you are going to save this time, aren't you? I'm not going to get out there and find the changes I've made to like control surfaces and that haven't had an effect for some reason or another. No, are we good? Are we good? Oh, I've got to redo the fuel now, haven't I? Okay. So, center of mass, we want center of mass. Let's put it in line with that little line on the landing gear. So I think I might just use the strategy I did previously. Oh. Right, let's try this again. You lined up there. Let's just structural fuselage, then let's use this to tune the position of the center of mass. Okay. I really don't trust this to save. We can just stick it. Yeah, Ironcomb didn't really get much of an outing. We'll give him another one. Fabled, nah, plain. It will help with the funkiness. I like the funkiness. Do not disparage the funkiness. Oh. Small Cat 1A versus the Small Cat 1, and I think we will start with Ion because, as I said, he didn't get much of an outing. Steak, Watermelon, Yosemite, spawn only. Yeah, that's been quite a change aesthetically, hasn't it? Let's get this one going. Minimum, oh, they've still got minimum altitude of 500. Yeah, so many little things. There's so many little tweaks you can do on a craft. It's the problem is trying to fit 2 or 3 of them into a 2-hour stream. Unlimited power. Well, 1 Saturn's worth of power. Little bit of there we go. Managed to avoid that missile without much difficulty. I'm assuming we'll come in going with the Sidewinder this time, leaving it very wing heavy. Going in with another one. Just has to pull out just before launching. And now we'll go in with all of the missiles on one wing. Which is not the ideal way to do this. Why did you launch only the missiles from one wing? That really is kind of screwing you up for dogfighting. Oh my god! Yeah, look, you can't really... For God's sake. Can you at least launch a Sidewinder at this guy? Look, look, he's basically just hanging there in the air, just waiting to be shot. Why is it flipped to orbit? Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Why did you just... I would love to fire off the missiles on that wing, but that would be... I think that would just be interfering with the design. I sort of need to lend an air of legit... Oh, it's taken off a Sidewinder. If you could do that again... If you could do that again and take off that other AMRAAM, that would be beautiful. Putting in plenty of damage doesn't seem to have done anything particularly fatal, though. Gets that missile away. Now balanced. Now can line up a shot. Now has a craft in its tail that is actually much better at turning than the other craft. So it can shake it off. Oh, it's this gain altitude thing as well. Over the top. Line up the shot, not quite. Does need a tune. Something else crashed there. Josh Kerman in a bit of bother. That other small cat has had plenty of time to line up a shot. Still can't do anything. What is going on here? Yeah, the other unadjusted small cat is dead. And this watermelon Kerman is about to get 6 Vulcan barrels trained upon him. And that was over pretty quickly. Painting's begging to be... Yeah. Unfortunately, don't really have the time to tune it. I'm just sort of dealing with the physical... The battle is an entire war. What's next on the list? Kelly's NF-64. I can probably stretch this to quarter past. So let's see if I can speed clinic this. Anyways, weigh you down into a spin. Yeah. So next. Kelly with... I've got your craft lifted here? Listed here? Your NF-64? Where are you? I might have to re-download it. When did you send me the NF64? Why do I have the NF64 done? I can't see you. We'll substitute it for the one you've just sent me. I don't know where it's gone. I don't know why it's gone there. See you later, City Panther 869. Thank you for the craft and thank you for coming along. 15 likes. Oh, it's quarter two. Time for me to say Super Chat is enabled if you'd like to help support the channel that way, or if you'd like to help support the channel in any other way. There are links to the PayPal and the Patreon in the description. You too can get your own little Patreon Kerbal like I've been using here, as well as your name at the end of the regular videos, access to the Patreon and Discord, access to anything I post on Patreon. My camera's gone wibbly for some reason. And all your kindly donated money does help me make more and better videos for you lovely, kind people. If that is a little bit of cash is a bit too much to ask, then please could you just like and subscribe? Like and comment on the videos. It all helps with the algorithm. Blue Steel Winglet B, Blue Hawk Wing. What the 1980s drone do we have here? I'm assuming it's a drone. It is not a drone. Really, that can fit 3 Kerbals in it? Where are I? Back up to Adam Come. Let's see what happens here. Oh wait, this is the upgraded version. What the 1980s. My brother showed me a video. It's like 16-year-old guy proposing to his 12-year-old girlfriend at a bus stop. Without meaning to be too judgmental, I think there may have been some Burberry involved. But there's just one comment. What the 39p energy drink is this? Do we have a toggle mode thing? We do not. Wow, okay. It's quite slow in the turn, so quite slow in the roll. Okay, able to sustain a decent amount of G's. Spectacular view. And the obligatory buttery smooth landing. Okay, that's on roll, that's on pitch and roll, that's on pitch. That shouldn't be on pitch. Should just be on roll, that's on pitch. I'm not seeing a hell of a lot kind of wrong with this. Yeah, I think that will work for the thing. Missiles per target. I probably, with that many missiles, I'd probably go up for 2. And I think we will do our thing with the countermeasure settings. Flare dumper sequence, I think we can up that. So you've got 4 chaff. Yeah, we're just going to do that. So I think, yeah, we can bring these. I think one of the best ways to do it might just actually be to just bring this thing forward. That's not having a hell of an effect. But it's moving the relevant control surface further away from the center of mass. Which I think is a good thing. Well, it is a good thing, obviously, yes. 15, 15, 15, 15. I think with us having done that, we can probably get away with moving this a bit closer now. I think the landing gear is still in a fairly decent position. Ben Kerman, let's make this an adjusted version. That picture is the important fix I made. You doomed it. Oopsie daisy. Oh, this thing is knackered. I forgot to put up a toggle mode action group as well, didn't I? Ben Kerman. Fair enough. No, that seems fine to me. These are all set to 15. Might be vulnerable to a little bit of oversteer, but I'm not sure how much I want to spend fixing that, particularly when we've I think we've made. Yeah, this is pretty controllable. Okay. Particularly deranged manager demanded more missiles. Right, I'm just getting a little bit nervous about these. Drop time. Not on top of the wings, we're not. We are launching forward and we are launching immediately. These lateral, again, I'm not gonna, we are just gonna keep those. Lateral's not so bad for things on the bottom, but still want to get the drop time to 0. Does this... Not to rain on the old parade here, does this have any guns? Or was that all you wanted me to fix? Was that all that required fixing, Kelly? Yeah. So where do we get to, Banco? No, so I might just send them out to a quick thing and see if. No, you need a gun. Okay. Right. Make me a gunned plane. Strap it with them Galwaits. I wasn't thinking of the Galwaits for this. I was thinking I might do a couple of Vulcans. Because I think that would be more fitting with the ethos. Spy plane with Megabird. We did the 8 Galwait run a while ago. Spod, hello! Where are we going to locate our Vulcans then? I think what we might do Vulcan hidden. That's not what we wanted to do there. Triple Vulcan setup. Couple of 20mm ammunition boxes, say there. Let's put them there. Clip them in and down. What have we done? Done to the center of mass, center of lift. might want to move this forward a bit further now. Not too far. Just check some of the things here have taken effect. Yeah, okay. Was there were you given a particular length of ban? How long was he banned? Now, normally these things can go either way. In this case, however, I'm not sure it can go either way, because one of these craft has guns and the other doesn't. Yeah, but Kelly, that's going to be funnier. Basically, I want to see how it does in the missile section of the fight. And just its general handling. There's more to these things than just does it kill the opponent. Wow, these guys are getting cozy. So that's Jebediah Kerman. What's your view? Okay, that was around quickly. Not wanting to fire the AMRAAMs. Oh, one of the adjusted ones gone. One of the unadjusted ones gone. Oh good, target switching, that always helps. Okay, one of them is off. Bryce, now's your chance, buddy. Okay, AMRAAMs incoming. That's the other thing I didn't forget to. That's the other thing I forgot to check. That's the extend toggle. What is going on with these things? Like, seriously, what the hell is happening here? I'm assuming it's like too far away to lock the target or something. Why won't you lock the fighter? Is it just not getting sufficient radar lock on it? Okay, 120. Switch to the Vulcan and the thing goes flying past. Okay, this is heavy. This thing is more reliant on its... It really is having trouble with those... There's something not right with these AMRAAMs. Also, this thing is more reliant than I first appreciated on its engine gimbal to turn. It's not getting a lock. That's. Why is it not getting a lock? Oh, beautiful shot though. Oh no, that's just that. It's the IRST pod that's doing the thing. No, this thing doesn't have a radar. Does seem to be able to get a kill eventually, though. Two Jesterson missiles just stuck to it. Ramming speed. This is what we want to see now, really. That's why we figured it out. We figured the problem out. Lost its air intake. Got gas in it. Okay. So Vist did ask. We're just going to take a look. We're not going to get into the whole fixing it thing. We're just going to take a look at his V-22F. Let me just mark that as unread because we can. Yeah. I mean, I see. The V22F troll machine. We've got to stick somebody in this and take a look, really, haven't we? Oh, where did we get to? I don't know. Who's on the stream? I think the only person who's been on the stream that I've seen is Legged Lax, so we'll stick him in there. Monsieur Drug Lord Aircraft. Yeah, so Vist was quite insistent that that we at the very least have a look at this, even if we don't get around to fixing it, and I'm starting to see why. Vist, if you could remind me in a because this coming Saturday will be a mailbag stream, so just closer to the time, send me a nudge in my DM inbox and remind me to put this thing up against something. Oh no, there's no landing. There's no actual retractable landing gear, is there? There's a little leg of that curve in there, just. What's going on with the whole interior overlay thing? Why can't I go... I want to see it from his point of view. That would be awesome in this craft. You can't do it. You can't do the point of view from the external commands. Oh, for God's sake. That would be awesome. Supersonic biplane, anybody? Okay, we will have a quick look at the flying canoe as well. Supersonic without even a windscreen. Yeah, you'd need more than a pair of flying goggles for that, wouldn't you? The V22F troll machine, very nice. Take a look into the cockpit. Have Health and Safety had a look at this thing? My night in the manual with the provided bit lighter. Quick look at the flying canoe then, and then we are going to have to end end for tonight. Flying canoe. Is this... Fine, ghosty. Activate at the start to take off. I'm assuming this is a throttle up before you launch jobby. Yeah, I was about to say. While we're waiting for this thing to load, because it's taking a suspiciously long time for a craft with about 40 parts. Oh, there we go. Right. Yeah, you can't do EVS. Oh, yeah, you can't do point of view from this thing. Ready, steady. Oh my god, this thing has got almost no lift. Oh god. Okay, I think we are going to have to. Leave it there. I think these last two have definitely been more mailbag than fighter clinic, to be perfectly honest. Oh god, how do you land this thing? Can you even land this thing? Oh, like that apparently. Right, I am going to have to go now. So, whilst Ghosty recovers from a potentially life-threatening concussion, it just remains for me to say thank you very much, everybody, for coming along. Thank you very much for all the likes. Thank you very much for getting involved in the chat. Thank you very, very much to everyone who sent in a craft. My apologies if we didn't get round to yours in time. Hopefully we'll see a couple of these in the mailbag at the weekend, because it is mailbag weekend, and oh god, hopefully I can get a video out. If all the moving and everything, well, trying to move, doesn't get in the way. But yes, thank you very much, everybody. Good stream. What's next? What's the week today? Week today, I think you get to look at me struggling in DCS again. So look forward to that. Until then, though, yeah, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.